I've been chasing shadows in the night. Words echo silent where I hide. Every mirror shows a stranger's eyes, searching for the part of me that's mine. But the sky ignites a spark inside, burning down to wait. In the ashes of my fight, truth is born again. I will rise up like a phoenix from the flame. Find my voice and call out your name. From the roots of what I used to be, I'll embrace the truth and set it free. Blinded by the weight of all my fears, I let them break me, shake my tears. Every scar's a testament to life. Now I rewrite the story in my mind. Shall feel the fire burning. I'm no longer turning away from the truth that's calling. I'm alive today. All I used to be, flash of freeness, flies Larry, and set me free. Rising high, Phoenix, watch me go.
Brian is innocent. Brian has been essentially convicted in the media. He has a right to have this information withheld, brought out in public, so that people can see it's not this neat little package. So people can start to wonder if Brian's innocent. Your Honor, Brian is innocent. So if I talk about things that are in the affidavit, and if I talk about things that we're seeking that the state wants to hide, I think that's fair game for the public to hear.
Fair game for the public to hear. And I don't know about you, but this public here is wanting to know what the frick is going on in the Idaho 4, because I'm coming in encore today, hot and steamy Phoenix. What in the frick is going on with this case? If you were here earlier, drop a 1, because you are going to want to scream this to the frickin' world. I am baffled, shocked. I get why somebody would do this, but I don't get why they would do this to the public. That would be you, me, and people who watch and listen to true crime. I'm about to drop a big one. It was from the videos and the pictures that we looked at this morning. Now, you could choose to believe me or not. You can go check for yourself. I will post the picture up so that you, my friends, can go look for yourself. There is a picture of the actual crime scene in the light bulbs. This is a trigger warning. Turn it off if you don't want to see what has happened in the Idaho 4. Turn it off right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. There is a picture in here. And I am going to show you each stage of picture. I did not do anything. I did not manipulate anything. All I did was blow it up in paint. That's all I have done. I have resized it to a bigger size so I can see what the hell is going on in this case. Welcome in. Here is the picture that I zoomed in on. This picture right here of the light bulb, which has a reflection. And I have looked everywhere. What in the holy hell of Idaho is going on? You can actually see someone in this bed. And this, in my humble opinion, these are the documents they released, guys, not me. These are the ones that they released. I zoomed in a little bit more. You guys can do this on your own too. All it takes is your phone. Take a picture of a picture, enlarge it, and tell me what you get. This looks like a freaking dude in that bed. It looks like a guy in Maddie's bed. Who in the frick is this? Who in the hell is this? It looks like a guy with some tattoos on his neck, perhaps. Who the frick is this in this picture? In this picture, in this light bulb right here. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Right there. Blow it up, and this is what you freaking get. There's the little light inside the light bulb right here. That looks like a freaking dude in this bed. What in the holy hell is going on? What is going on? I'll do it again. This was my process. You take the picture, go to, you know what? Let me go to a better light bulb. Let me go to a better light bulb. I'll show you. And maybe this is why the G said Maddie and Kaylee just bought a house and this and that. What in the holy hell is going on? I mean, I just looked at pictures. Maybe that is Brian Koberger's knife sheath. Maybe the real Brian Koberger that we see is not the real Brian Koberger. Is that possible? I mean, remember when I showed you the jail cell picture? That surely did not look like the Brian Koberger we are seeing. That's the forensic person. Oh my God, what Clay? The forensic person that did this? What? These are the documents that were shared, that were released by the ISP. All I did was take this light bulb, take any of the light bulbs, and blow it up, put it in paint, and pop it in there and see what you get. This is what I got. It looks like a dude in this bed in Maddie's room. Like, what the hell? There is a dude in this bed. This is the picture I blew up. This is the picture I got. What is going on here? Somebody has to tell us. What is going on? Is that why they don't want us to look into this? All I did was take the picture and blow it up, 500. That's it. Right from one of these pictures that were released, guys. I didn't do anything special. What in the hell is going on, Idaho? Holy freaking moly. I mean, I looked at some other angles that you could take from the light bulbs. You guys can go look at it for yourself. Right here, I'll take this one. I just took a screenshot of this. I'm going to pop it in there. My screenshot I'm going to pop in here. I'll blow it up. And what it gave me is one body in this bed. That's it. I blew it up 500 and that's what it gave me. That's it. That's all it was. I don't think it's Ethan. This guy looks like he's got tattoos. What in the hell is going on? Could somebody shed some light on this? Are there any experts out there that know this is not clickbait, folks? I don't do that shit here. I look at the evidence and I look at the pictures, and the pictures always tell the story. Just like in the Gypsy Rose story. I got the documents from the sheriff's department and I started reading them, and there was blood splatters in the kitchen. Her mother had been attacked days before. That was a whole story told to us that a man with autism did it. This is the same story. They're telling us a man with autism killed all these beautiful people. Is that not the story? This guy looks like he's got tattoos on his neck. He definitely has some cuts. I blew this up. Okay, Dina, thank God. Who else have you seen this on? I just caught into it. Short beard, neck tattoos. I just started looking at the pictures. It looks like he's got a big laceration cut on his left side of his face. Yes, it does. It is blood on the left side of his face. It looks like a big slash. 2, actually. There is only one person in this picture, and this picture originated right here in these light bulbs. That's it. That is it. And this blown up at 500 in paint, a simple little program, is giving me one person there. One. This was Maddie's room. Right here. Not today. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Believe me, I just took the picture from one of these pictures, threw it in here, threw it in paint, asked to blow it up 500, and this is what it gave me. I saw this on Birdie, but not as clearly. This is it. This is a dude in this bed. It is a guy. It is a guy in this bed. Digital remastering will show you it's a guy, and it looks like maybe tattoos. It does. No, that's not Xana. It's not a female. It's a guy with short gray hair with a beard, and it looks like he has neck tattoos. Watch, I'll take this picture. Let me see if it'll let me do it again, and I'll blow it up 500 more. As soon as I got off the live, I started looking at these pictures in detail, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. And sure enough, there's a way. I'll blow it up 200 and see what we get. This is what it looks like at 200. Oh, you can't see that. I got to copy and paste it. Hold on. This is what it looks like at 200. 200 more than I had before. What in the hell is going on? I mean, I know it's one thing to tell a story to protect people, but to tell the American people lies for years after years. Here's the one that's the closer up one, right there. He's in his 40s. He's got to be older with a beard. Maybe I saw he's strapped up. No, that's not her ponytail. That is not a female. That is a male. That is a male. Who took the picture? It came from the crime scene ISP download. It's exactly where it came from. So you guys have seen this on other people's lives. Okay, I thought I was going crazy. There's no ponytail. He does look older with a beard. I don't watch Birdie hardly anymore, so whatever he's doing, I don't think that's Ethan. Ethan is not 40-some oddish. This was in Maddie's room. Who is this guy? Yeah, he does have silver in his beard. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. I mean, it comes to my mind that I see you, Nate. I see you, Nate. Who is Nate? Is that even possible? I don't think it's Ethan. This guy has got short hair, grayish. I don't know who in the heck this is. Yeah, I'm not into heavy duty conspiracies. I like a few here and there, but this shit is real. I got it right from this picture of the light bulb. You can go and zoom in, and that's the light bulb. Could this be the fifth? Oh my God. Becca. Could this be the fifth person? Wow. Oh my gosh. What if it is? It's not Ethan, guys. Who's the fifth person then? That's the detective lady looking at pictures. That's her reflection. Her reflection on the bed? How is that? How is that? It's not. It's a man. It's a dude. It's a dude with short silver hair, probably in his 40s. It's not. It came right from this picture. This person has short, grayish hair. It came right from here. All I did was blow it up 500 times. That is a male. Male with short hair. A very distinct profile. Long. If this is the forensics lady, why is she in the bed? Exactly. Yes, zoom in. It's a guy with a beard. Zoom in your phone right now. I know the difference between a man and a woman. Oh, OMP is so full of shit. She can kiss my patootie. It does look like PPE. So it's a guy taking the picture? Is that what you're saying? That's a guy taking the pictures in PPE. I could buy that. I think that is probably somebody taking. I don't think he's taking the pictures, but I think he might be standing there. It is probably the reflection. Now that I think about it, it could possibly be somebody taking pictures. I don't think he's taking pictures, but I think he's walking through there gathering evidence. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I want somebody who knows. It came from this. Is he standing up, looking over? Then why does it look like the man's laying in bed? I don't think he is laying in bed. Look at the bulb from this picture. Look at the bulb from this angle. When you are standing here, your reflection would be here. So maybe it is only the reflection of the guy that's walking around in PPE taking a picture. I don't know if he's laying in bed. I don't know. I just know that the reflection is showing this. And maybe it is. Let me see if I can find anybody that looked like that walking around taking pictures with the PPE gear on. Is he wearing black gloves? I don't know. Maybe it is his reflection. If you turn a different way, it looks like someone's standing. Maybe it is. Let me see if there was anybody on scene in any of these crime scene pictures. And we could put this one to rest. We could see if somebody looks like this guy, and then we can put it to rest. There are thousands of crime scene pictures with investigators, with forensic guys looking around. Let's see if we can find somebody that looks like this guy and put this rumor to rest that it's somebody laying in the bed other than the girls. I've seen this on other people's channel. Let me see if we can find anyone that has good pictures of the crime scene investigators. Let's see if we could find some. Oh, darn it. Let me see if I can find some that we can share. I'm just going to keep looking here. Maybe it's as simple as it is somebody just walking around with PPE gear on. Let's just take a look. The photo, there's a guy that looks like that in the photo of the back kitchen. Okay, let me go on a little journey. Let me find something. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out for sure. I won't stop until I find this guy. Okay, there's some pictures. That's Ann Taylor. Isn't this Ann Taylor and Brian Koberger's sister, guys? Doesn't that look like Koberger, his sister? I'm going to keep looking for the forensic guys. Hold on, there's tons of pictures. So it's got to be somebody who is short. Is it this guy? Is it this guy right here? In the jacket? They did come out with it. Maybe it's this guy right here. Let me see if this guy looks close to it. That's probably the guy in the reflection. Oh my God, what if it is? Everybody's out there saying, oh no, this somebody else is in the bed. It's not the girls. What in the world? Maybe it's this guy. What do y'all think? Reflection? I sent pictures of him and they're in white. That looks like that guy right there. The guy walking around the crime scene, taking pictures. They did report. I know they did say 5 victims. I know. I hear ya. Let me just take a look at this. It's a reflection in the window, in the light bulb. Let me see if I can find any more. He's kind of dark-haired, gray, have grayish beard. And he was in all white. Let me see if I can find another guy. This is crazy. I can't believe people would be like, hey, there's a guy in Maddie's bed and it's probably the other guy. Like, what are you talking about? Koberger's second accomplice that they're going to pin it on someone. Let's see. I swear it looks like that guy I just showed you. It looks like this guy right here. Doesn't it? He looks thicker. Doesn't look like that guy. His hair's too silver. Okay, now look at this. I know they were all wearing PPE. I've seen most of the crime scene guys come in and out, but I'm looking for a video. Maybe he went more, I don't know, natural. Let me see if I can find another guy that looks like him. This is so odd. Somebody needs to put this rumor to rest or let us know what's up. This is another crime scene. No, none of those people are there. Looking for any pictures or video with PPE on. God, this case is wild. Who is this guy? Maybe he was just walking around taking pictures. The reflection. I don't see any other. Let me go to videos. Let me see if I could see any news stations that had footage around the crime scene. You know what's really odd? Is that there's still people out there saying stuff like this. There's still people out there. I just found 3 videos of people saying that they've seen somebody in the bed. In the light bulb. It's crazy. Right here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold on. Where am I at? Where am I at? Here I am.
Kaylee and Maddie in the reflection. There's a photo going around of the Idaho 4 crime scene that people are saying shows Kaylee and Maddie in the reflection of a light bulb. It is a photo of Maddie's closet, and she has those round light bulbs all around her closet. It is directly in front of where her head would be on the bed. People zoomed in on that photo and
Okay, it's not letting me play that. I don't know why. Let me see if there's something else. Hold on. No, she's the only 2 people that. There's only 2 people that talked about this. That girl, somebody took her video. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this one. Something is definitely going on. Hold on. All right. Hopefully this one will play. The other one wouldn't play.
4 crime scene that people are saying shows Kaylee and Maddie in the reflection of a light bulb. It is a photo of Maddie's closet, and she has those round light bulbs all around her closet. It is directly in front of where her head would be on the bed. People zoomed in on that photo, and in the reflection of the light bulb, it very clearly does show somebody. Now, here are my thoughts on it. I don't think that it's Maddie or Kaylee. I think likely it is the crime scene tech because, first of all, the image isn't 2 people. It shows 1 person, and if you look closely, it's mirrored. The person you are seeing looks like they have their hair up and they're wearing all white, which matches what this lady, the crime scene investigator, was wearing. I realize the photos can be uploaded out of order, but in the sequence that it's in, it shows that the bodies had been removed when these pictures were taken.
Okay, I don't agree with her. That doesn't look like a female in the picture. It looks like a male. And I'll say that much.
Tape on the wall measuring everything, and that was placed there afterwards. So I think that these pictures were taken after they had been removed. Beyond that, what the person is wearing in that reflection doesn't match what Kaylee or Maddie was reportedly wearing. And the biggest thing for me is the reflection on that is dark, where their sheets aren't dark at all. However, I'm not saying that it's not possible that could be Maddie or Kaylee and they failed to redact it. We've already seen it. They pulled it from the website because they did mess up on so many redactions. And where Maddie's head would have been does line up with that light bulb. So, I mean, again, it's a possibility. This is just my thoughts. I don't think that that is them. There's a photo going around
so
of the
that's her opinion. And we're looking at this, and it could possibly be somebody just walking around in PPE gear. Maybe standing up. If you look at a different angle, I mean, I don't think it's a woman. I think it's a guy. Looks like a guy with a beard. You know what? Let me spin this. Let me flip this angle. Now I'm curious if I flip it. Does it look like the doorway? I'm going to flip it. And let's just break this down. Why don't we do that? I got a minute. Here's a picture at a different angle. Does it look like this individual standing up? Let me compare that to the bed. Hold on. Let me turn around the room and see what's behind. No, it would be a window behind him. It would be a window. That would be the door frame. That would be the door frame. That would be the window. So maybe it is just somebody walking around. No, I don't think it's a plaid shirt. I think it's because it's the pixels. It's so small. Let's see what this lady says. I'm interested in this one. Let's see what she's got to say.
Scientist and a former CSI, and a couple people have tagged me in comments talking about the reflection in this light bulb that allegedly shows one of the Idaho 4 victims. I really feel like we need to take a pause here. The family of the victims have made it very clear that they really don't want people online zooming in and looking at things and trying to make something out of nothing. But here we are, because this is a cropped, zoomed version of a photograph. And then people are like ultra zooming in and saying that this is the reflection of one of the decedents. I truly do not know how people are spending this amount of time zooming in on these photos with this level of detail. It's very strange to me, respectfully. I am not actually convinced that this is the reflection of a human at all. To be honest, I think it might be a trick that your brain is playing on you. You know, like when you go out and you look at the clouds and you're like, oh, it's like a turkey or looks like a crown, and it's just a cloud. I mean, I get it. It does look person-esque. So I'll give you that. If it's the person, it's probably a crime scene investigator wearing a Tyvek suit. But zooming in and looking for reflections from a photo like this that you're like zoom, 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 enhance, enhance, enhance. It's too much. There is no reason to be doing this. This case is solved. Whether you believe it or you choose to believe in these absolute insane BS conspiracies that have absolutely no basis in reality does not change the fact that this case is solved. It's over. It's done. There are people on the internet right now looking in, trying to find some.
I don't know if I agree with her. We know that factually innocent. Is this somebody? This is the reflection. The light is on top. Her bed is metal. Let me go back to the pictures. Where would this be? He would be standing in the doorway. It's the only place possible. Her sheets are pink. So it's got to be the reflection from the door jamb. It has to be. If that light is the reflection on this light and you flip it, how would that even work? Hold on. This light bulb. Whoops. Let me blow up this light bulb and see what I get. Hold on. I'm going to do a different light bulb. I pretty much got the same thing the other people did when I blew up the light bulb in paint. And then you blow it up. I'll just do 200 times. Let's see what I can see if I do it that way. Let's see what I can see. Nope, I just get the reflection of the light in that light bulb. You can't see anything. I can't believe that. This one, this light bulb is the light bulb that I grabbed. Let me see if I can see anything. This is crazy, y'all. Let me see if I blow this up 300 times. Maybe it's something and that's why they redacted it and pulled it down. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. You have to get a good angle with no reflection from the light bulb. I mean, the little light bulb thing as it is. Boy, things like this make your mind race. It is a metal bed. Would it be if you... Oh, what if I put a filter on it? Hold on. It still looks like somebody's standing up. And that looks like the doorway in the back. The reflection of the doorway. And they're walking in. Maddie is on the bottom left. In the light bulb? Let me take some of these off of here. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one talking about it. Look at all these other people that have been talking about it. Has Booking with B talked about it? I don't know. Let me go look. Let me go see if she has. Let's just see. I don't think she has. Oh, yeah, she did. She did a week ago. Holy moly. Hold on one second. Let me share this video with you real quick. A week ago. Where have I been? Oh, I was gone when the pictures came out. Okay, here we go. Here she is. Police officers. I haven't seen her in a while. Is she okay? Yeah, I think she's good. Someone with a hoodie. A man in a hazmat suit. That's what I'm thinking. Someone. All right, let's see if I can get this up here. She's got a different picture. What is going on? Hold on a second. I don't think so. I don't think that's Kaylee either. I don't think so. Let's see if I can share this real quick. Oh, come on. Why is it not letting me share my screen with you guys? Hold on, let me try again. It's when I try to do it too many times, it starts acting up. All right, Let's listen to what Booking with B says.
Okay, I wanted to start with this photo because a lot of people are talking about this photo and the reflections that you can see in it. And I wanted to share my personal opinion about this photo and kind of clear things up. I truly believe that the person in this photo is the forensic lady, and she's taking pictures, and she's in the white biohazard suit. We see her in some other photos and some other videos. She's not wearing a hairnet. She's not wearing gloves, but she does have on this white suit. And I believe that that's who that is in this photo. Now, anything else going on in this reflection, I can't attest to that. I do sometimes feel like things start turning into like magic eye, and sometimes it just is what it is. And I truly believe that this is the forensic lady taking pictures. I do want to go into Xana's room during this video, so I have taken tons of screenshots of all the photos, and there are so many things that are just extremely alarming in my opinion. What was Xana eating? A combination of Taco Bell and Jack in the Box, because that's what it appears.
That's what I said.
Plate. If this plate is the plate that she was eating off of, it could be an old plate. The house is messy. This could be an old plate that she just had old food on that got sat on the floor. But if this is not an old plate, considering that there's blood all over these napkins, and we'll get to that later, this has remnants of curly fries from Jack in the Box, and it also has remnants of Taco Bell. There's a nacho cheese cup, or sometimes they put like guacamole or sour cream in those cups. And there's also a hot sauce packet, a mild hot sauce packet on this plate. So did she order food for other people? And then she was eating her fries that she ordered for herself and the rest of her Taco Bell, because we know that she loved Taco Bell. There's a Taco Bell bag on her memorial. Next thing I would like to talk about is how these pictures are so unorganized. And my question is, I know they take pictures before, during, and after, okay? I got that. So I don't need to be schooled on that they take pictures and move stuff around. I already know that. However, if these are the way that the pictures were given over to defense, don't you think that this is really confusing? Because going through these pictures is hella confusing, because you don't know what's before or what's present, during, and after, because they're all just jumbled up together. Here's a picture of Bethany's room. This is Xana's Steelers jersey, okay, in Bethany's chair in her room, okay? Bethany's room, Xana's jersey. But then here's Xana's room, and there's the jersey up there in the fuzzy chair. So when was this? This has to be taken after, right? Because the table's moved over from away from the bed. So this is after. So who moved the jersey from Bethany's room into Xana's room and placed it into a different chair? And what part of forensics is that? I didn't know that we moved things from one room to another just because. Why would you move the jersey into Xana's room and put it in the furry chair? And again, like I said, you can now tell that this picture is after, okay? But the defense would still have to sort through thousands of photos and be able to properly organize all of these photos into what is during and after, okay? Or before, during, and after. So this is hella confusing. Okay, I want you guys to look at this photo, because this area here where all the blue star is a massive area of where there was red stuff, okay? Massive. You can see all the blue star that picked up, and it's correct on this picture because we know that there was a lot of red stuff on the floor. This is not like the kitchen where it was just dumped everywhere and everybody was trying to say like, oh my God, there's red stuff all over the kitchen. No, this is actual red stuff that was on this floor, because we know that because we could see it. I also want to mention again that the chair where everybody was, first of all, someone had seen these pictures and leaked the information way before we got these pictures, because you guys remember the rumor that was going around of someone saying that the unaliver sat down in this chair, took a break, took a rest, when really this is a handprint from poor Xana trying to pull herself up off the floor. So way to go for whoever started that rumor. Real good. Now, the next picture I want to show is a bit graphic, so trigger warning, because it does have red stuff in the photo. But I want to compare to this photo. You guys see how much stuff is on the floor, okay? Now look at this photo. Where did it all go? Why isn't it showing that much on the floor right here? Oh, I'm sorry, because evidence of a cleanup. You can literally see where someone took napkins, it looks like, fast food napkins, and wiped up this. You can see the wipe marks in it. You can see that someone attempted to clean this up. Excuse me? Again, let's compare the photos. Again, trigger warning because this is graphic, but here's the location where the blue star was applied. And you can see all the smear marks. You can see all of the cleanup. It looks like there's a shoe print maybe over here. But this shoe was kind of close by, so I'm not sure if that lonesome shoe over there could have been the shoe print. But there's definitely what looks like a shoe print. I'll show you in the blue star. I'm not positive, but it could be a shoe print. Maybe. It could not be. It could be just from a hoodie as well, lying on the floor, because it does appear to be what looks like material and maybe a folded arm, where fabric would have been pressed against the floor. I don't know. I'm not a forensic scientist. I'm not trying to claim to be a forensic anything. I'm just sharing my opinion about these photos, and it's obviously a print of some kind. Also, when everybody was going on and on about how no one had anybody's passwords, but Xana literally has a notebook in her drawer with passwords written down. Well, a lot of times people reuse their passwords, right? They have a couple passwords that they use all the time for everything. So if this was right in her drawer, you literally just opened it and there's a notebook that says passwords. So anybody could have potentially gotten access to her stuff with her book of passwords. Again, there's another curly fry at the top. So we definitely know that someone was eating curly fries in the bedroom. And if the food on the plate is legitimate and was from this night, which we don't know, it could be from another night. Again, this room is really messy. If it's legitimate, it means that Xana was in the kitchen. It also proves that she was in the kitchen if she ordered the DoorDash, because the DoorDash bag is in the kitchen on the counter. The curly fry box, one of the curly fry boxes, because we don't know what was even in this order, is in the kitchen on top of the microwave with curly fries left over in it. And Dylan is still trying to say, oh, I didn't know that she was there. I didn't know she was home, but she was definitely in the kitchen. And if she was making her food on a plate, she was making noise and moving around. I also want to show this picture because I want to show again, here is this picture, right? This is, again, we don't know. It looks like this is before cleanup started happening. And you can see the top of the shelf or the little desk, okay? And then let me show you this picture, okay? When did we go to Walmart? When did we go to Walmart and buy things and put them on the desk? Is this really what we do? We buy things and then we set them inside the crime scene in Walmart bags? I wasn't aware that that was a tactic that we should be using, but again, I'm not a professional. Last time I checked, we just didn't bring outside goods into the crime scene and set them in the crime scene in Walmart bags. Because technically, couldn't there be transfer touch DNA that came off of those Walmart bags and be left on the top of that desk? Also, again, for the bell is always present. But if you're bringing outside items that are not, like, what's in those Walmart bags? We went shopping? Did we need to buy cleaner? Did we need to, like, I'm confused and as to what's in the Walmart bags and who bought the Walmart bags in, and then who took a photograph with the Walmart bags. I guess they're notating that there's Walmart bags now. This room is still not cleaned because you can see the little table over here with all of the red stuff still on it. So again, I'm just confused about the bags. And again, is this how defense received these photos? Next, I want to talk about this. So Dylan had time to look down the hall into Xana's bedroom, and she thought this was normal. Or no, the door was open, so she couldn't see this. And she could see that there was no mess, but the room was filthy. So this, also when Hunter came over, did he not see this on the door? Because he says he had to push the door open because it was cracked. I also wanted to show you guys just how short of a distance it is from Xana's bedroom to the living area. So this hallway in photos looks a lot longer than what it is. It's very short. And again, you can visibly see the red stuff dripping down this door. So I would have been alarmed if I had seen that on the door in the house that I lived in and known that there wasn't red stuff on the door prior. But you guys let me know your thoughts. Let's dive into it. Okay, I wanted to start with this photo.
She is so real. So when it comes to this picture, I know that that's a much better picture. I kind of tend to say it might be the person walking around in the PPE because of the angle. But then again, I mean, this case has been pretty wild. What are your thoughts? Drop them below. I think it might be a guy walking around in the PPE, but I'm going to keep on looking for a match of this guy walking around in PPE. And if I don't find him, doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I'm just going to go with my own gut instinct. Something isn't right. Be well.
I've been chasing shadows in the night. Words echo silent where I hide. Every mirror shows a stranger's eyes, searching for the part of me that's mine. But the sky ignites a spark inside, burning down to wait in the ashes of my fight. Truth is